The Opera House is a work of human creative genius. That's what's acknowledged in our World Heritage listing. But it's also, really importantly, a performing arts centre. And it is the works of human creative genius day in, day out that actually bring this place to life. We're about to begin the first of a series of projects in the renewal of the Opera House. These works represent the largest set of capital works since the Opera House opened more than 40 years ago.
Well, the Joan Sutherland Theatre got its name after, arguably, one of the greatest opera singers that Australia has ever produced, Dame Joan Sutherland. Well, the improvements to the Sydney Opera House, of course, will be welcomed. The machinery there is old. It hasn't been replaced since 1973, when the theatres were opened.
JST Renewal, in a nutshell, is replacing the engine room and the backbone of the theatre. We will be replacing the rear lifts, which are totally original to the venue, off the boat from Austria all those years ago. And the overstage machinery has been completely renewed as well.
The company did our very first season in the very first year that the theatre opened in 1973. We actually perform more at the Joan Sutherland Theatre than we do anywhere else in Australia. And in fact, I think it's probably the most hard-working theatre in the whole world. It's quite extraordinary that it has been this long without having any sort of refurbishment in the stage machinery. So we're really excited about this renewal project. We think it's going to be a fantastic thing for the theatre and for the user companies and for the audience as well.
The Australian Ballet does almost 200 performances every year, and a huge chunk of those are done here at the Sydney Opera House. And in that time, there's definitely been moments where the need for an upgrade has been visible to us performers.
I always think it's strange when people come and see a show because they only really see what we let them see on stage through the proscenio march. But there is a huge amount of choreography that happens backstage as well. And for especially the big productions, when there's a lot of scene changes, a lot of things happening, the crew backstage are doing equally difficult and extraordinary manoeuvres to make all of that magic happen on stage.
Up at grid level, the real engine room of the theatre, we're stripping out the grid floor and we're replacing it with a really clever design. Going through the process of visiting the factories to see where the new equipment's being made, seeing the rear lift assembled in its entirety and operating in a factory in Tattendorf in the middle of the Austrian winter was amazing.
We need to make the very most of the opportunity to do works that we otherwise couldn't do while the theatre is operating. So that includes upgrades to the pit for the orchestra. It includes accessibility works to make it easier for people to come and go from the theatre. There are venue enhancements.
The other thing that's really exciting for us is, of course, the acoustic treatment that's happening during the closure period. And for our audiences, because obviously ballet, the music is, a vital part of the enjoyment of the performance. As much as we are really sad to be moving out for the next 7 months, we're really excited about the future possibilities.
While the Joan Sutherland Theatre is closed, all of the other venues will remain open.
And so we do have some performances, some extraordinary performances in the concert hall of the Sydney Opera House. We're doing Parsifal, a Wagnerian opera, the Verdi Requiem, with a wonderful cast and fantastic conductor.
We'll be at the Capitol Theatre with 2 programs in November, December. We're really hoping that everyone comes.
We've got Nutcracker, which we're doing at the moment, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which is a huge undertaking, traditional Sleeping Beauty, which is opulent and enormous, to say the least.
But of course, at the beginning of 2018, we're going to be so excited to come back into the new, renewed and exciting JST for our ongoing seasons at the Sydney Opera House.
We're really making sure that the Opera House is fit for purpose and is able to deliver the sort of miracles that we only at the moment can dream of.